worthless hunk of junk!
The Chrome King Gallywix was quite a disappointing final raid boss in my humble opinion. In fact, I think he is probably the most disappointing final raid boss of the recent past. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree, or if you constructively disagree, that's most welcome. Just tell me which boss was a lot more disappointing for you. So without any further ado, how to tank him, what to be aware of. Listen, first thing that I always say to any beginners of World of Warcraft, any returning tanks, do not be a hero, and always install Deadly Boss Mods add-on. Deadly Boss Mods add-on, installation of it will take you a minute from curseforge.org. I'm not affiliated with them or anything, it's just something that you need to do these days. Do not be a hero and do it, okay? Because it will tell you when to taunt. It will tell you what not to stand in, but in all honesty, this boss is so disappointing and so simplistic that it will be pretty clear, unless you're blind, where not to stand. However, when to taunt is not clear. And on some other bosses where you need to swap, for example, between the bosses, between the dinosaur and the ape gorilla, for example, that is not super obvious even with DBM. But here it is. Okay, so first thing, install Deadly Boss Mods add-on. Secondly, he has several phases, they're very basic and they're like one repeats another. So phase 1, big bad bunch of bombs, big massive things on the ground. Guess what, my friend? Don't stand in those massive circles. I know they're very, very big, but you need to try and run out, okay? There are lots of smaller circles on the ground. Guess what, my friend? You shouldn't stand in them either. Do not fall into the central hole of where Gallywix's head is initially. Seriously, it happened to me on my monk, not because I'm an idiot, but because I'm an idiot for another reason. I have misclicked one poorly mapped ability, which is for the monks, it is your role ability. So unfortunately, I fell into that trap. So that's probably the biggest problem of phase 1 of Chrome King Gallywix, is that hole in the middle of the room. I swear, that's your biggest problem, alright? There is also this targeted electric shot that he's targeting, kind of like a beam that he's about to fire. Well, guess what? You need to get out of there as quickly as you can, whether you're a tank, DPS, healer, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not a tanking specific advice, it's a common sense advice, my friend. Phase 2, he will simply retreat to the edge of the arena, and he will continue doing bits and pieces such as emanating AoE heat. That is, your healers need to deal with that, but it's LFR, it's nothing that you cannot handle, especially as a tank. It's fine. Just watch out for DBM prompts that probably would not have come your way just yet. So probably they are not there just yet, but they're about to start towards repetition of phase 1 and 2 again. So you should probably, at the pace of a typical looking for raid group, you should go through another rotation of phase 1 and phase 2. He'll go back into the middle, again try and target that electric shot. Don't stand in front of him, get out of it, survive again. He goes back to the edge. This is by the time when an average looking for raid would probably bring him down to about 50% of his health. So at 50% of his health, he is, it's gonna, spice up a little bit, I suppose, and he is going to attach his body to a mechanical, to the mechanical head that he was flying in. So once he attaches the body to the head, the only difference that I noticed very quickly, without trying to make it very pedantic or scientific, this mini guide, he starts shooting these mortars into the air and landing some kind of fire shots. Well, don't be there where they land. They kind of look like fiery arrows pouring from the sky. It's fine. It shouldn't kill you at all. And then there will be some also soft rotation again. So his head will continue flying to the center of the room, where he'll continue doing his nasty stuff with that electric beam and all that kind of things, and body will just be standing there paralyzed, kind of in the middle of the room. Nothing particular is going to continue happening. All you need to know is that Deadly Boss Mods add-on is not optional for any encounters, in my humble opinion, if you're trying to not be a hero and trying to make your life a little bit easier. That is what I think. So install that, be happy, win at life. DBM will tell you, taunt now, taunt boss, it says periodically. Taunt boss when that happens. You do not have to be a hardcore raider to agree with the fact that this is a very fall over, nothing interesting, anticlimactic boss of the first raid. And that's all, my friends. Give the video a quick like. You need to be more vocal with me if you would like these casual, unpretentious but very to the point guides on tanking, specific bosses, dungeons, whatever you need to speak to me in the comments down below so that I know what you would like more of a content of, because I play World of Warcraft. As you can see, I'm producing this content very gladly, especially if you appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Go kill the Chrome King Gallywix and try and not be disappointed.
Defensive. Run out.